Hey everybody, it's Polo Bobby here. This is the way I see it. Before I get started, 2 bars, 1 ounce bars of silver, 999 pure silver, to be given away to a subscriber who leaves a comment in the month of May. If you hear a noise in the background, that's Nugget. She's my German Shepherd, and she's been out running and playing, and she's breathing hard and panting, so she's liable to make a noise here. But if you hear a racket, that's Nugget. I want to talk tonight about Trump and Iran again. And the headline of this story is Trump removes Iran's pacifier. So out of Iran. Iran's president says the Islamic Republic will keep its excess enriched uranium and heavy water, setting a 60-day deadline for new terms on the nuclear deal with Trump. Well, Hassan Rouhani today said if the deadline passes without better terms, Iran will begin higher enrichment of uranium. He made his comments on the same day, as I said, 1 year to the day after President Trump pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal that President Obama put in place. And Trump didn't give him $1 billion like Obama did. Under Obama, the deal was to lift sanctions. You know, the whole thing was to lift sanctions on Iran in exchange for limits on their nuclear program. Well, first of all, there were no limits on their nuclear program. They made these promises that they were going to stop enriching uranium and heavy water, and but yet they let no inspectors into any of their facilities, and because they were continuing to enrich uranium and heavy water under the presidency of Barack Obama, and I believe he was fully aware of the entire situation. I believe in my heart that Barack Hussein Obama was nothing more than a Muslim terrorist, people. That's what our 44th president was. I'm going to do a video on him one day, just on Barack Hussein Obama. I'll never call him by the name he likes to be called by. So from now on, he is Obama. Under Obama, the deal would lift sanctions on all programs. But I'm going to tell you, since Trump took office, he has restored the crippling sanctions on Iran. Instead of rocking them in their cradle and singing them a sweet lullaby at night and giving them a pacifier like Obama did. Obama gave these people billions of dollars. I've said that. I'll probably say it more. It sickens me that he gave them so much money. Our money. Your money. Iran threatened to end the full compliance with any deals unless the European parties are able to deliver sanction relief as they had promised. The U.S. has hindered that relief by its withdrawal and reimposition of sanctions. People, they're wanting the UK, Germany, France, all of the EU to stand with them on all this stuff. Iran has urged the EU to ignore U.S. demands, and they want the EU to support 2015 nuclear accord under Obama. Ali Kardor, head of the state-run National Iranian Oil Company, said Trump has done all he can, but all exports will never be reduced, as the U.S. claims. Iran stands firm that Trump is using this as a political bluff, and it will not work. Kardar also said that the President of America has done all he can, and he knows very well that Iran's oil imports will never be zero, and it is a political bluff by Trump and nothing more. I suggest the Iranian people should overthrow the government before Iran's leaders go too far. I really don't think John Bolton was kidding when he said that aggression by Iran on any U.S. or U.S. allies would be met with relentless force. I don't think they believe it for 1 minute. I hope that's the truth. I really appreciate Trump for always keeping the nuclear option or the military option on the table. And this is in one instance where he needs to keep both of those options on the table. The U.S. has done all it can do with Iran. Iran is bucking the system. They're causing problems. They're not wanting to get along. So we have to put sanctions on them because they are a terrorist country and they support terrorism all across the Middle East and around the world. The USS Abraham Lincoln and the strike force will put Iran in deep trouble if Iran pushes the button. You know, if there's any form of attack by Iran on any U.S. or U.S. allies, there's going to be more hell to pay than they can stand. And people, I'm glad that we got President Trump in office, somebody who's not afraid. And he's got people behind him supporting him like John Bolton, the little bulldog. And a lot of people don't like John Bolton. I'll tell you something, I like John Bolton. He's a true patriot. He says it like it is and he doesn't mince words. You don't like him because he's straightforward, then you're the idiot, not him. Because he tells the truth just like Trump. So people, that's all I have on Iran. I got a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to bounce something off of you from the UK. We're going to talk about our children for just a minute. Historic allegations of sexual child abuse and exploitation have seen 40 people arrested in 2 months, according to the National Crime Agency in the United Kingdom. 38 men and 2 women have been arrested after 13 victims came forward with abuse claims between 1997 and 2015. People, I don't know why it took so long for them to investigate this. Back in 2015, they had to go all the way back to 1997. I guess they hadn't been keeping track of these abuse claims. All victims were beaten, 11 to 26 years old at the time. People, the suspects, the perpetrators against these 11 to 26-year-old females were between 29 and 53 from Sheffield, Rotherham, Leeds, Dewberry, Maidstone, in Kent, England. The arrest came about after the National Crime Agency investigation into grooming gangs in Rotherham as part of Operation Stonewall. Chief Investigating Officer Carl Bateson said arresting such a large number of people shows our desire to listen to victims and bring justice to the abused. Operation Stonewall was launched after a report of rape and grooming trafficking of hundreds of children in Rotherham. Professor Alexis J. reported more than 1,400 children have been affected in Rotherham alone by child trafficking. That's a crazy number of children, people. Last year, 296 female survivors of sexual exploitation have actively engaged in dialogue with officers. So people, this stuff, child abuse, child sex trafficking, human sex trafficking, people, it's not getting any better. It's getting worse every day. It's all over the world, not just in the United States, it's everywhere. People, we have to be aware. We have to do all we can to make other people aware. That's why I have this channel. People, I'm on here to bring you the news that you don't want to hear about the things that you don't want to know about. But it needs to be said. People, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank my subscribers. Without you, there wouldn't be a Deplorable Bobby YouTube channel, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your dedication to keep watching. So my name is Deplorable Bobby, and this is the way I see it. Remember our children. Pray for our children. Pray for each other. I'll see you later.